Guys, welcome back to my channel. Mr. Stockman here. Today I'm going to be filming from my house because it is the weekend, but I wanted to make sure I got these videos finished that I could not finish up at the school. So first video I'm going to make for you guys is the one I did with my beginning groups. This is going to be in the first 3 note types. Okay, so let's start with our rules. What do I want you to learn? What should you walk away from this video knowing to know you hit everything in this lesson? So first one is, what are the 3 note types called? What are their names? The second one is, what do they look like? So that way you can identify them when you see them. So you know their name, you know what they look like. And the third thing is, what on earth do they mean? What is the purpose of these note types? We went over letter names already in another video, and that tells you what note to sing, what note to play. When you have instruments, what keys to push, what key to touch on the piano. That's the letters. These tell you to do something different. We're going to look at that. And as you can see, I'm going to have a couple of Bitmojis on here also, just to make things a little more exciting, hopefully grasp your attention just like I do in class. I do whatever it takes to get you guys to pay attention and not miss out on material. So here's the first note. First up, we have our whole note. This you see right over here to the right. This is a oval shaped note. It is called a whole note spelled with a W. That's very important. Whole spelled with a W. If you don't put the W, it means a hole like you see over here on the side with my Bitmoji, like a hole in the wall, or like you stab a pencil through a piece of paper. Not that kind of hole. When you add a W, it means whole, like if you were to eat a whole pizza. That's the whole we're talking about, because this takes up a whole, what we call in music, a measure. And what do the notes do? They tell you how long to sing or play. So in this case, a whole note lasts for 4 counts. So when you see a whole note, if it's on a line or a space that we've labeled with the note E, that means you would sing or play an E for the length of 4 counts. So when you see this, that tells you how long to play. This is where rhythms come in. This is how musicians know, is it a long or short note, is the note type. Then our next note we're going to look at is a half note. Think you take that whole note, you get a lightsaber, you slice that thing in half, you cut it in half, you get half notes. And then if a whole note was 4, you cut 4 in half, use a little bit of math, you get 2. So a half note only lasts for 2 counts. It could last for the first 2 counts of the measure, it could go in the middle of the measure, it could go on the end, as long as it gets 2 counts worth of space, worth of time. So there's our half note. If you look over here, the way it looks, you have that little oval shape still open, and you have a stem or a line that goes down or goes up. Don't worry about that stem right now. Whether it goes up or down, it means absolutely nothing to you guys. All you have to worry about is that it has a stem, which means it's a half note, not a whole note. And where is that oval? That's what we call the note head. Is that located on a line, on a space? What letter did we label that line and space where that note head sits? That'll tell you what note to play for those 2 counts. Then we have our third type of note, our quarter note. This one is just like the half note, but you see it's colored in. And then that quarter note, quarters, you think half of a half, or it's 1/4 of a whole. That's how we get 1 count. So if you think dollars, say you have a hard time with fractions, think of a dollar. If you have a whole dollar, what's a quarter? How many quarters go into a whole dollar? 4. So if a whole note is 4 counts, and it can divide into 4 quarters, each quarter only gets 1 count. That'll help you remember how long a quarter note is. So a quarter note lasts for 1 count, could be anywhere in the measure, and it's colored in. So let's review our 3 notes again. We have our whole note spelled with a W. It's just a regular oval, and it lasts for 4 counts. We have our half note, our oval with a stem going down or a stem going up, and it lasts for 2 counts. And then we have our quarter note, our colored in oval with a stem going down or a stem going up, and that only gets 1 count. Make sure you guys let me know if you're my students. Email me if you have any questions, you want any more help. If you're not one of my students, reach out to your music teacher and ask for clarification if you need help with any of this, or rewatch parts of this video. And again, like always, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Tell me that you guys are enjoying these videos, that you guys are getting what you want out of it. Show me with that like and subscribe button. That will tell me that you guys are really enjoying these videos and I'm going to keep making them. Enjoy if you're one of my students. I will see you later this week.